Welcome back to the class on human resource management. I am Aradhana Malik. I am helping you with this course. We've been talking about strategic human resource management. I've shared several different angles of strategic human resource management with you. Now, today I'll be talking about, in this lecture, I will be talking about a few things. The sources of the papers that I have referred to here are these. I've referred to a paper by Gerpot and another paper by Kramer. I'm sorry about the mistake in spellings. This is Kramar, and I will just show you the papers here. So this is the paper by Gerpot. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. This paper is called The Right Strategy, Examining the Business Partner Model's Functionality for Resolving Human Resource Management Tensions and Discussing Alternative Directions. And there's another paper by Kramer, Robin Kramer. It's called Beyond Strategic Human Resource Management. Is sustainable human resource management the next approach? I told you that networked human resource management is one of the futures of human resource management. In this class, I'll be sharing some tensions with you in human resource management, and then following that, I'll be talking to you about sustainable human resource management, which is the human resource management model for the future, in addition to this networked model of human resource management. So, two future directions for budding HR professionals like you all. Okay. Paradoxical tensions in HRM. Why does the field need to evolve? Why does this field of human resource management need to evolve? The field needs to evolve because of certain tensions, because of certain discontents, because certain things we can see there are certain things that need to be improved. Okay. Paradoxes are defined as contradictory yet interrelated elements that exist simultaneously and persist over time. So, paradoxes are two very opposing, very pertinent views that exist at the same time, that pull the issue in two different directions. Paradoxical tensions constitute the states and phenomena caused by the two opposing poles of paradoxes. There have to be two different angles. There have to be two different poles. There have to be two different very strong opinions about an issue, or two very strong sides to an issue that pull that issue in two different directions for it to be called a paradox. HRM professionals are constantly struggling with the tension between the high appreciation they feel they are eligible for because they manage employees as organization's most important competitive resource, and the low status HRM professionals actually receive as administrative staff in companies. So, I am talking about the life of HR professionals. This is what this paper talks about. This is something very relevant to your lives. Some categories of paradoxical tensions in HRM as far as the HR professional, HR managers are concerned. The first tension here is tensions of identity, where the employees feel whether they are advocates for the clients or wards of managers. We talked about this in the previous lecture. There are tensions of learning. When should human resource managers gain new knowledge? Stability versus change. Do I know enough? Do I need to learn more? Do I need to administer more training to my staff? Do the employees need more training? Are they okay with what they are doing? How does this fit into the strategic goals of the organization? Where do I draw the line? How much do I invest? When do I decide to evaluate the progress of whatever has happened? All of this is part of strategic HRM. Tensions of organizing, and this puts a lot of burden on the HR manager, because the HR manager has to find out or has to assess these needs on an ongoing basis. The third tension is tension of organizing. How should HR managers organize processes? Retention of processes versus delegation. How much should they do on their own? What should they delegate? What should they outsource? How much should other employees do? Who should do what? All of this is something that is constantly causing some sort of tension. Okay, tensions of performing. What are the primary goals of human resource managers? and the Department of Human Resource Management as a whole, is it operational or administrative, or is it strategic? Strategic means something that is aimed at the future. Operational means something that is happening today, keeping today's work going on, keeping today's work functioning. So what is the work of the human resource professional, and where does one draw the line over here? I mean, how much of it is operational and how much of it is strategic? What needs to be done today and what can wait till tomorrow? What needs to be done in preparation for tomorrow? What needs to be done to make today, to help today run the best, and what needs to be done in order to help tomorrow become better? And that is what HR professionals constantly struggle with. Okay. Some coping strategies that have been suggested in this paper are spatial separations. When, as HR managers, you face these tensions, what you can do is allocate different poles of attention across different organizational units. So you can categorize, you can compartmentalize these different tensions. You can say, okay, with reference to this particular activity, this is what I need to do at this point in time, and that will help you bring down that tension, or that will help you resolve that dilemma. So you compartmentalize, you look at things within the context that they are a part of. Temporal separation, decide what needs to be done immediately and what can wait. Okay, and then take a decision. Which of these two poles of the paradox, which of these two sides has an immediate need to be done now? What is more important now, right now in time, and what can be looked at later? And then you can take a decision. Synthesis is reducing tensions verbally through abstraction or actively through accommodation of the opposing poles, so you can come to a middle ground. These are some of the ways of coping with this in your role as an HR manager. Okay, sustainable HRM, this is in a different paper, and this is what I'll talk about to you in much greater detail today. Sustainable HRM is the pattern of planned or emerging human resource strategies and practices intended to enable it shouldn't be a organizational goal, this should be an organizational goal, right here. Okay. An organizational goal achievement while simultaneously reproducing the HR base over a long lasting calendar year and controlling for self-induced side and feedback effects on the HR systems, on the HR base, and thus on the company itself. So how do you keep the show running while still adhering to the strategic goals, while still contributing to the strategic goals of the organization? This is the long drawn out definition. Let's come to a simple explanation. Sustainable HR assumes that an organization is an open system that needs to develop and regenerate its human resources at least as far as it consumes them. So we are, and this is linked to the paradoxes that I was talking about earlier. So this is, we are constantly struggling with where we are, where we need to go, what needs to be done now, what needs to be done next. So sustainable HRM assumes that you are constantly replenishing whatever you are using. You're constantly keeping with the times in order to achieve your strategic objectives. Objectives of sustainable HRM. With the fast paced world of today, it is very, very important for us to have sustainable human resource management systems, because human beings are the primary resource that organizations have. And again, I recently received an article from one of our collaborators, Professor Farooq Mistry, about how robots may be taking over the world at some point in time. But I'm sure that human beings will never be completely out of business. So it's how you keep the show running, how do you keep people engaged, how do you keep people, how do you develop the capabilities of the people who are engaged in doing the work in such a way so that the the outgoing is balanced with the incoming pool of skills and talent and motivation and satisfaction and all of that. Okay. So, the objectives are to balance the ambiguities and duality of efficiency and sustainability over a long lasting calendar year. Balancing the ambiguities, the uncertainty in the future, and duality of efficiency and sustainability. So, I mean, how do you draw balance between efficiency and sustainability? How do you draw balance between doing the best you can and maintaining that speed of doing the best you can and maintaining it over, you know, being consistent with it over longer periods of time to sustain, develop and reproduce an organization's capital, human and social resource base, for example, to help the mutual exchange relationships. So, that is the other objective, that the relationships also need to be maintained, the output input ratio needs to be maintained over a long period of time, and to evaluate the and assess negative effects of human resource activities on the human resource base and on the sources for human resources. So, how and getting a constant inflow of resources for the human resources base, you know, keeping their skills updated, getting newer people when older ones leave, succession planning, all that we've done till now adds up to this whole concept of sustainable human resources management. Okay, keeping the inflow in balance with the outflow, keeping people motivated enough so that their productivity and getting them to be as productive as possible. So, you know, these balances need to be achieved through sustainable HRM, which is the future of strategic HRM. Okay. Which is the future of HRM, not strategic HRM, I'm sorry. Okay, this is the sustainable HRM model, which I borrowed from and again, this is not the detail, this is not the complete detail, the actual model is in the paper. I have just tried to recreate a part of this model over here. Let me show you this model in the paper. Since it's in the paper, I don't think anyone will object to it, but maybe I can use the model in the paper to explain it. So, it's not on the slide. Just a second, I'll just scroll down and it's right here. Yeah, this is so okay. I think you can see it a little bit. Okay, so this is the model. So, according to this model, there is a source of human resource, which is the origin of human resource, that feeds into the human capital, what human beings can do, and that in turn feeds into this mix of human resource management strategy, policies and practices, which are dependent on and feed into the strategy of the organization, the overall strategy of the organization. This in turn relates to the sustainability interpretations. Now, the interpretations of sustainability can be normative, can be efficiency related and can be substance related. Normative relates to what should be done. Efficiency relates to the productivity. Okay, so normative relates to the hows. Efficiency relates to the what's, the outcome, and substance, material. So, the tangibility of the situation. Normative and efficiency are they're always in tension with each other, because how things should be done may not be in line with the efficiency. If you want to do things a certain way, if you don't want to cut corners, your efficiency could go down. I'm not saying it's good to cut corners, but in some places it might be necessary. I don't know. So, okay, and then efficiency is dependent on the substance, the inputs, and there's always tension here. Okay. Now, this in turn, the normative interpretations there are some organizational effects of normative interpretations of sustainability, and these are responsibility, ethics, good employment, care, workplace quality, etc. So, these are the organizational effects. If you do things right, then people feel all of these things can be catered to. there are some organizational effects of efficiency, and they are sustained competitive advantage, innovativeness, productivity. So if you are being productive, if your efficiency is high, your competitive advantage is maintained, and you are able to innovate, and the productivity is higher. So the organizational effects of substance related interpretations of sustainability, which means keeping things going. I'm again stressing on sustainability to mean that the output is balanced by the input. So the substance angle, again, the organizational effects are the durable supply with human resources, long term viability, problem solving ability, and a healthy workforce. Okay, so this is what you need in order to produce this, and this is what you need to in order to keep this right. Now the social effects of the normative interpretations of sustainability are social legitimacy, accountability to the stakeholders, accountability to anyone who's put efforts in, trust and trustworthiness, quality of life, good relations. So all of these are normative interpretations of sustainability, the social effects of normative interpretations of sustainability, the social effect of the efficiency interpretations are human generation of human capital. The social effects of the substance interpretations of sustainability are viability of resources of HR, families and schools, and I mean these are the material things that are required to produce human capital. Okay, and that in turn feeds into and is dependent on this. So this is how these boxes are related to each other. Employee of choice, recognition, so all of this. Then the individual effects, there's well-being, normative individual effects of normative interpretations of sustainability are well-being, quality of life, sense of identity. So at the individual level, that leads to and is in turn influenced by performance, satisfaction and motivation, which leads to and is in turn influenced by employability. Who takes you, who gives you a job, employability, lifelong learning, work-life balance, regeneration and health. Employee health, as you see, is sort of percolating down. We've talked about it earlier, but it's very important to be healthy, both mentally and physically and even socially. Ecological effects, here are energy use as far as normative are concerned, optimal energy use, the usage of paper, location of work, etc. This results in and is affected by reduction of costs, travel for work, etc. Now this is in turn affected by and results in green products and services and volunteer programs, and all of this is then feeding into, is influenced by HRM strategy, policies and practices, and is being influenced by HRM strategies, policies and practices, and all of this is in turn happening in an organizational context, and this is in turn feeding into the source of HRM strategy, is feeding into the source of HR origin. Now all of this is being determined by the socio-economic, ecological, institutional and technological context, and this is the framework that I really want you to think about. I mean, this is such a detailed, such a brilliant, such a beautiful framework of how different aspects of human resources help the human resources function become sustainable. Let's get back to the presentation here. So human capital, so all of this I have discussed with you. Now these are the different interpretations of sustainability. Some factors that influence the formulation and implementation of HR policies in order to help the HR function become more sustainable are the appropriateness in the context of economic, social and ecological outcomes. Whatever you are doing needs to be appropriate, needs to be tailored to, needs to fit into the context of the economic, social and ecological outcomes of whatever it is that you do. Relevance to current needs and future needs, future anticipated needs. You don't know what the future holds, but you need to be able to plan for the future, and this anticipation has to be done now, and you need to figure out what you need and you need to get it now. Okay. Support from the management is critical, support from the is crucial, support from the top management, involvement of the top management in defining the policies and implementing the policies is critical to the success of the sustainable human resources management program, or the policies that help you make your human resources function sustainable. Perception regarding fairness, cannot stress on this enough. Employees, you may try your best to make the policies fair, but as till the employees see them as fair, they will not, till they perceive them as fair, they cannot be considered fair. And if the employees feel that the policies are fair, their motivation will go up, their involvement will go up, their contribution to the overall objectives of the organization will go up. So all of this is sort of, it all ties in with each other. And I'll just go back to what we discussed in the lecture on multi level here, the multi-level model of strategic HRM. Now, if the employees trust you, if the employees have faith in the system, their motivation, their willingness to perform will go up, and that will in turn add up and result in the formation of the human capital at the stage of the team, at the stage of the organization. So all of this is very, very essential here. The faith that they have, the perception of fairness that they have regarding the process is absolutely crucial here. Okay. Visibility and ease of understanding the policies. You formulate a policy, but if the employees don't understand the policy, they will not be able to contribute, they will not be able to use those policies, and they will not be able to follow those policies the way they would like to. So that is absolutely essential. Perception of consistency among decision makers. The policies need to be made by different people will be contributing to the formulation of different policies at different stages, but the policies need to be formulated in consultation with the group of people that are putting them together, for the simple reason that when you get different inputs from different senior people, occasionally if they don't talk to each other, the way the policies are worded, they may sound as if they are contradicting each other. That means that there is, or this could be perceived as, inconsistency between decision makers. For example, your HR person says that, or your team manager or your supervisor says that flexi hours are okay, and then your HR head or the HR department says, okay, flexi hours are okay as long as you don't cross a maximum of say 20 hours per week. So you need to have 20 core hours of working and 20 hours that can be used for flexible timings, and that is so your immediate supervisor says flexible hours are okay and does not give you these details. HR manager says this, and then suddenly you get a note or a memo from the senior VP who says too many people are coming to office very early in the morning, and too many people are coming late at night, and this is, or maybe and this is resulting in high operational costs in terms of running of ACs, the guard, lights, computers, etc. So we cannot have a maximum more than maybe 10 hours of flexi time in a 40-hour work week. And you say, what is going on? Why is there no consistency? Or this person says, whatever you want to do, please do it within the say 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. range, not outside of it. So you say, why could these people not talk to each other and let us know what exactly is expected? So there's inconsistency. Or suddenly the HR department says no flexible timings. If you come late, you will there'll be a penalty for coming in late, and you say, okay, flexi timings and then late coming, I mean, where do I go? So this kind of confusion arises if consistency is not there among decision makers. Then employee support is another one in formulation of policies. We need the employees to be involved in the formulation of policies. Employees need to agree to the formulation of policies, because they are the ones who are actually going to implement them. If their consent is not there, then it becomes very difficult to implement policies that are being made for them. I recently taught a case on DRW technologies to my students, and this is the very issue that they dealt with. So if you can lay your hands on that case study, it just might be helpful for you. The case study is available through Harvard Business Review. I cannot share the case study with you, but I've given you the name. The clear and action oriented communication, including indication of desired behavior of employees, very, very crucial. Employees need to know what is expected of them by when. They need to know where they are going wrong, they need to know what they need to do, and they need to take all of these things into account and then decide how they want to work. And then of course they need to know what the repercussions of not following these policies are. All that has to be crystal clear. Any vagueness can be held against the organization in a court of law. So please don't open yourself up to that can of worms. But on the whole, this is how, these are some of the factors that influence the formulation and implementation of HR policies. So that's all I have for you today, and we'll move on to another aspect of human resources management in the next class. Thank you.